With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, a look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals baseball is straight ahead. Next on the show. Mike Leake will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he gave us the 5 and dive. Didn't get a decision. He'll be looking to go a little deeper in this one and hopefully end up with a win.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 24.
First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him.
You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are 2 teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do, work the count and get on base.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. No home runs as of yet, and a pair of RBIs. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't speed up your delivery too much with a base stealer on first, or you might wind up walking this guy too.
Nobody out, runner on first. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Leake pauses. Here's the 2-1.
Yep, that ball went
He's
out.
fallen behind now, 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And the count will be full. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit hard to short. And that's through for a hit.
Batting third, second baseman.
Ben Zobrist will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. from the stretch. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Yeah, you have to be careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
Anthony Rizzo comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Dribbled up the line. Moss scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick, and that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Chris Bryant will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. He's set. Here it comes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
Ripped down the first base line. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw won't get him.
Batting 6th, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
On the ground near home, but it gets foul. A runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 2, the Cardinals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. gets the call for game 1 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he went 6 innings. Didn't have a favorable outcome, ended up taking the loss, but he was relatively decent. He'll look to build on that here.
Colton Wong comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Colton Wong.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, boy, they are really in need of something to go their way as they come in losers of 9 in a row.
When you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before, and luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here.
Schwarber has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, I think everyone should be keeping an eye on Colton Wong. He's been swinging a hot bat all year, and his slugging percentage is soaring over .550, so I think there's a pretty good chance he'll have an impact on this game.
Stephen Piscotty will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit to short. Russell has it. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, when you talk about one of the most athletic shortstops in all of the game, Addison Russell comes to mind. He's got a great throwing arm and possesses awesome range. Can go either direction. And besides that, he carries with him some very soft hands. Just a joy to watch.
Matt Holliday is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're still down. It's 2-0. Kyle Schwarber will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Leak gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
He already walked 1 guy in the first inning. Now he's in danger of losing the leadoff guy here in the second.
On a gift of a swing there. It's 3-2 now. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
A little surprising he'd missed that badly on 3-2. You hate to get into a position to put a guy away and then lose him to a hit by pitch.
Addison Russell will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
This second inning's not starting out any better than the first.
Set to deliver on 2-1. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, and that's the trifecta out there. He's already had a hit by pitch, he walked a guy, and now a wild pitch here in the same inning. Not exactly one for the time capsule, I don't think.
No one out with a runner at second. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. You know, some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot out.
The pitcher, John Lackey, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Bunting here is Lackey, and he gets it down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Oh, and with 2 guys on already, they couldn't afford to make this any worse, but they managed to do it here by somehow turning a clear sacrifice attempt into a bunt single. That could really come back to hurt.
Dexter Fowler will get a second shot now. He worked out a walk to open the ball game.
And you know, Matty, it was a really good at-bat he put together, too. He saw a lot of pitches, and that's exactly what you want from your leadoff guy.
And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Into the seats, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
Hit in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And you know, he might wind up being just a little disappointed there with the bases loaded and nobody out. But the sacrifice fly does get at least 1 run home, as that run will score from third base.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Runners are at first and third, one away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready on 1-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And this is all about having faith in your catcher that he's going to block that pitch, as well he should. He's one of the best around when it comes to smothering balls in the dirt.
Shoots this one to first, but they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first. With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. We'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Ben Zobrist gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. That's popped up out towards short right field. Wong is there for it, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Brent will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Baseman Brandon Moss.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still 2-2. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting fifth.
And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. Number 41 will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted the other way to left center. Schwarber moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Shen Shurko.
Jed Jerko will get his first shot now. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Strike 2 on the curveball, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it, and that retires the side. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey as he holds on to a 3-0 lead. Anthony Rizzo is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
That's by him for strike 1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
He just keeps getting himself into trouble out there. Here's another guy that you've got to make swing the bat.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Line to the right side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, third baseman.
So with one gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Chris Bryant stands in. Leake sets his sights. First pitch on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. One out, nobody on. Oh, and he hung him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it as this ball is going to wind up well over the wall in left field. A long home run. A solo shot here to left. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
And this is what they've been able to do against this curveball. They just sit back and tee off. I mean, here, he's not even fooled by this pitch one bit. He hits it about as far as you possibly can.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. They've measured that last home run officially at 404 feet. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. Wong has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber will get another shot. Hit by a pitch his last time.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Ah, and another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
2 out, nobody on. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Here's Addison Russell. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Here's the 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Alongside Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. Line softly out toward left center, and this inning starts with a solid base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Into the box now, Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
And this is something we'll see a lot with that cut fastball. Here it is again in show motion. When you hit a ball right below the label, you're going to get this 9 times out of 10.
Standing in now, Mike Leake. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. While the throw pulls him off the bag. To second for 1, and it's wide of the bag and right by him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Colton Wong will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
He's set, and the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
Oh, 1 pitch on its way. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Grounded back up the middle. Gloved by Russell. Zobrist.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately, he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Stephen Piscotty stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder. Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Fowler. And the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. John Lackey is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Leaks ready. First pitch on its way. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. 0-1 count and the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. You just can't seem to finish him off.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, always nice to have the pitcher leading off an inning, and here he retires him to start the fourth.
Stepping in, Dexter Fowler earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First offering on its way. Fly ball heading for the alley. Center fielder on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Fowler around second. He's headed for third. And Fowler will get there. He's got a triple.
Both outfielders with a long run to try and get to this thing, but neither of them can get there as it's going to wind up one hopping the wall. That man decides he's going to turn it on and try and get to third. He'll do it easily.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, right here, runner on third, 1 out. All you're looking to do is hit a ground ball past the pitcher, and you're going to get that run home. Here is the added bonus. He finds the hole, and he gets it on into center field.
Tyler Lyons is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Here's Ben Zobrist now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Off and running is Hayward. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
And he waited for his opportunity there, but it's not going to pan out this time as a good throw nails him at second.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Anthony Rizzo would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cubbies are in front, 5-0. Leading off at Holiday, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Grounded to the right. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting.
And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. Into the box, Brandon Moss. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
2 pitches right on the outside corner. If he's going to keep looking at him, they might as well just stay out there. Why not?
1 out, nobody on. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Squared that one up just a little late. One and 2, here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a 1-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Number 41 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Oh, and he misses it. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. The tag from Montero. They got him at the plate.
Well, he's trying to do what he can to get his guys a step closer to tying this thing, but that time he was a little too optimistic. They tag him out easily at home plate.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
The 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Two outs here with a runner at third. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has it in his tracks, and that's the third out. One left for the Cardinals. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Anthony Rizzo heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
44, Anthony Rizzo.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch-out, one away.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Chris Bryant comes forward now, a home run in his last at-bat.
And that was a breaking ball that he hit, and it looked like he saw it right out of the pitcher's hand so nicely. They might have to attack him with some hard stuff this time around.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Molina gonna have to hurry in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he'll take a look at ball one. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Five runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors for the Cubs to this point in the contest. Tap fouled at home plate. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Yadier Molina, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. Diaz in now, hopped out in his first trip. Lackey comes set. Here's the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
The 2-2 pitch. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Diaz has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Matt Adams will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that's too high, ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, I thought the shutout was going to be over once I saw this ball hit, but the ball does wind up being pretty much right at him, and he's able to get a glove on it and keep him out of the run column.
Colton Wong will stand in. Check swing grounder to the right side. Only chance is a bare hand. Safe.
Oh, love the effort, though.
An exceptional effort comes up just short, and now the bases will be loaded. Stephen Piscotty will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
First pitch coming. Here it is. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
In tight. Awfully tight. 2-0 now. 2-0. Bases loaded. You let him swing here?
Oh, this is a run producer's dream right here. I'd let him go, but only if it's his pitch in his spot.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. The second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
And I think the fact that this bat shatters kind of took away the rhythm of the play defensively. So they're able to get the force at second, but no real chance to turn two on that play.
Matt Holliday standing in now. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 5-2 game.
Well, this guy's been the heart and soul of this ball club for a long time now, and he delivers for him again. Picks up the RBI on the base hit here.
Brandon Moss digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And that's in there for strike one. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 5 innings complete. Cubs lead it 5-2.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new pitcher coming on now, and the call's gone out for the big guy, right-hander Jonathan Broxton. Kyle Schwarber will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
Swung on, missed. 2-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Broxton's ready. 2-1 on its way. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
So when you're starting to close a deficit, the last thing you want to do is start walking people. These guys will just build that lead right back up again.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Addison Russell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter, and they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Stepping in now, John Lackey. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
You know, in this situation, some people may say, with 1 out, why not just let him swing away? You know why you don't let him swing away? Because he's a pitcher, that's why. All you can hope for is for him to go up there and make a productive out, and that's what he did.
Now to the plate, Dexter Fowler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here, and looks like he's going to use it.
Here he comes on 2-0. 3-0 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in there. Base hit. And a relay home. Now the tag by Molina, but it comes too late. He's in there to score.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
2 down, runners at first and second. Lined hard toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 7-2 ball game. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
First baseman number 44.
Kevin Segrist is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Cardinals, number 46, Kevin Segrist.
Anthony Rizzo steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. One and two.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Cubs 7 and the Cardinals 2. Number 41, 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Not the kind of night you're dreaming of when this game started. Let's see if he changes his approach here.
And there's the fastball from Lackey, 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Bryant in foul ground and reined in 1 away.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Jed Jerko will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Up high. 2-1 now. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Hayward. 2 down.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And he falls behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Swinging a ball line hard towards short, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Chris Bryant is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Long run for the center fielder, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
The batter, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
A runner at second, nobody out. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. Third strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Whew, that's a gift.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. One out and a runner on second base. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Now this is exactly how you go about shutting down a leadoff double. He turned right around, struck out the next two guys. So now they're going to need a little two-out magic if they're going to dent that scoreboard.
Here's Addison Russell, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. Just missing here. 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
2 out here and a runner at second. And here's a ball hit in the air. And here's Moss to make the catch, and that's the third out of the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. It's the Cubs 7 and the Cardinals 2. Diaz steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Lackey's ready. Here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Here comes the 0-1. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
A little bouncer. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
And unless these guys can turn things around quickly, it's starting to look like this winning streak is going to come to an end at 3 games.
Matt Carpenter will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Carpenter.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Second base.
With the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Colton Wong will stand in. And he lays off there 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, you'd like to think he had one more big pitch here to get him out of the inning and then call it a night, but he's having a hard time finding the strike zone right now.
Liner toward right center, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Wow, a 2-0 count. And this is a room service fastball. Look where this thing is, right down the middle. I mean, he can't help but jump all over that.
In now, Stephen Piscotty, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Heading out toward shallow right. Hayward waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cards leave 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Matthew Bowman is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Matthew Bowman.
John Lackey steps in for a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's been in total control of this game, Matt. I see no reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Tommy La Stella is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 2, Tommy La Stella.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Little tapper down the third baseline. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times probably.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now the question is if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe. And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge. The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
The call has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2.
Yeah, that's just not really good form right there. He's just kind of jabbing at that thing.
Nobody out, runner on first. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back.
Keeping an eye on him.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. A good old-fashioned Midwest battle here in St. Louis with the visiting Cubs leading the Cardinals here in the 8th as you take a look at our line score to this point. Jason Hayward steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. And he's no doubt searching for a ground ball here as this sinker dips below the knees. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. On the ground is short. There's one. On to Moss, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Matt Holliday set to lead things off when we come back. It's the Cubs 7 and the Cardinals 2. Trevor Cahill will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Trevor Cahill.
And there is Matt Holliday now. He'll stand in against Trevor Cahill to get the inning underway.
Holliday.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just one away.
Number 41 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Sent on the ground out to second. 1 there. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. Digging in, Ben Zobrist. He singled his last time up.
Second baseman.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. Chop foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. This is in the air out to right. Piscotty giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. Around second is Zobrist. He's headed for third, and he is in there.
Well, I'm not sure if he got the greatest break on this ball out there in right field. You're going to see him leap right here at the end, and by the time he's able to run that thing down, it's not in time, and we're looking at a triple.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, a nice job right here to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so he just makes sure to get one on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
Chris Bryant digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses inside. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And He watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Blowing away with it here as he can't find the plate. 3-0. Miguel Montero waits on deck. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Miguel Montero steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Line toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
This is a tough play for a right fielder at night because this ball's hit pretty hard. So it's going to stay in those lights the whole way out there. But he's able to hang with it and put it away.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Two out with the man at first. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2 pitch. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Cubs are on top 8-2. Hector Rondon will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless.
Hector Rondon.
Striding in to start the 9th, Jed Jerko, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Rondon's ready. Here's the 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. smoked on the ground up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Yadier Molina digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Diaz will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Chopped weakly to the left. And the run is in to score from third. That makes it an 8-3 ball game.
Yeah, and he had his first major league hit earlier in the game. How about a 2-hit game to start things out? Attaboy.
Rendell Grichuk will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 15, Rendell Grichuk.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Pedro Strop will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Now batting, center fielder, Rendell
Not
Grichuk.
even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
First and second here with nobody out. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow! Three-run home run down the line in right as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. Colton Wong will stand in as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think you'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, he's seeing the ball well here early in this first month of the season. Here he doesn't try to do too much with this. He just takes it the other way. That average will climb even higher. He's got another base hit.
Stephen Piscotty comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
And he misses again, 2-0.
And this is becoming all about confidence now. Well, he's pitching a little rattled out there.
The 2-0 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Zobrist on to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
And that ought to go a long way towards calming some of the nerves in that dugout right now. It hasn't been the cleanest ninth inning, but that's a huge double play right there. And now suddenly, they're just one out away from wrapping this thing up.
Matt Holliday standing in now. As he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And he'll make it in there with a two-out double.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. But once this gets down the line, he's thinking two right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Brandon Moss. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball one.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
That evens it up, 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
And with just a two-run lead, this normally wouldn't be a workaround spot. I just think he's having trouble throwing strikes.
4 runs here in this half inning. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schwarber on the move. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and that's a good job to come right out here and set the tempo for this series as they finish off a good road victory here in Game 1.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 8-6. Good night from St. Louis.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 8 runs on 12 hits. 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base. For St. Louis, 6 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is John Lackey. His record is now 2-1. The loss goes to Mike Leake. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.